Hello, and welcome back. Today we have Platinum Review number 5, Horizon Zero Dawn. Developed by Guerrilla Games and published by Sony Interactive Entertainment, Horizon Zero Dawn is a third-person action-adventure RPG released in 2017 for the PlayStation 4. Set in a post-apocalyptic world, the game begins in a snowy and beautiful mountain forest of the former western United States. Mankind has reverted to more primitive means, with limited technology, but highly advanced and dangerous machines roam the earth. An outcast of the local Nora tribe, Rost, climbs the mountain to partake in a naming ritual for a young girl.
No, off your knees. It's nearly time. And yes, you may speak to me.
You came to bless the naming.
Have not 6 months gone by since we entrusted her to you?
But we are outcasts.
You by choice, and she, well... I am a high matriarch, Rost. I bless whom I choose.
Then you honor us.
Yes, now go, and be ready to declare. Go! Oh, Mother, this child needs a name by which to know her, that your love may warm her life as the rising sun warms all the earth. Speak her name!
Aloy!
She is blessed with the name Aloy, but not all of the High Matriarchs approve.
Stop this at once! What have you done?
I've blessed the naming of a child.
Stubborn woman, you call that curse a child? What did she tell you about his birth, outcast? Answer!
I've done only what you asked.
To raise it, yes. We said nothing of love.
Enough.
And you, blessing its name like it was one
I
of the
know
Nora,
my duty
one of
to
the
them.
tribe.
And to you.
Without consultation.
I'm here.
Did all year, did
And wherever you go, I will follow.
Now, a few years later, we see the devastating toll of being an outcast, and how Aloy is shunned by the other Noras.
Children, come with me. She's an outcast, to be shunned. There. Oh, come on. There.
Running away in frustration, Aloy falls into an underground cave system and stumbles upon an ancient ruin from the forbidden old world. While trying to find a way out, Aloy discovers a strange tool known as a focus. This augmented reality device will highlight environmental objects and will be an essential resource for exploration to uncover secrets, collectibles, and hidden paths.
Lights. Everywhere. How does he do this?
The first collectible uncovered will be a data point. These messages from the past will provide additional lore details and piece together the mysteries of the old world.
I mean, seriously? Record our thoughts for posterity? Great idea, Director Evans. Like I haven't done enough for posterity already. Like I wouldn't be here like this if not for posterity. I'm done with posterity. Posterity can go.
Why did they die here? What happened to them?
After a little while, Aloy hears Rost calling from the surface, and he pulls her out of the ruins. Against his wishes, Aloy refuses to give up the focus, but rather than get angry, Ross decides to train Aloy for survival in the wilds.
Well, if you're gonna go sneaking away from home, you'll need to know how to survive in the wild. Come, Aloy. Home now. But starting tomorrow, you will learn to hunt. The wilds can be dangerous, Aloy. You will need to stay close and do as I say.
I know.
Now, you're still scratched up from that fall you took yesterday. So let's start there. Take this medicine pouch. I'll show you how to fill it.
Now the next day, the player learns the basics of healing, foraging, and crafting, utilizing materials found throughout the open world.
Use the stalks as arrow shafts, and metal shards for arrowheads. Good. You'll never run out of arrows if you know how to craft what you need. There. Now stay low.
Little one.
No, Aloy. Such machines are called watchers. You must learn to avoid their gaze. If you are to survive in the wilds, I will show you. Listen close and do as I do. Stay still. Wait for it to pass.
After encountering the first machine, a Watcher, Aloy learns the basic movement and stealth techniques to avoid detection. Once safe in the tall grass, Aloy can use her focus to track enemy movement, as well as determine weaknesses to exploit in battle.
It's time to make your first kill, Aloy. Strider. One of the weaker machines. But even a weak machine can kill a hunter if she's careless. You must study your prey. Its hide is thick, but there are spots where it is vulnerable. Like its eye. Can you guess another?
The canister on its back. Is that a weakness?
Yes. How did you guess that?
The device. It showed me.
But that plaything? Stop playing games. Now, take down that Strider. Target the eye or the canister. And if it charges, be ready to roll out of the way. Again! Again! You did well today, but you have much to learn. Tomorrow, we train again. What was that?
That boy. The one running the brave trails.
After hearing a scream in the distance, it is time to put her new skills to the test, as Aloy defies Rost and moves past the machines to save an injured Nora boy.
It's only a matter of time before the machines find that boy and kick him to death. But if I shoot, it will cause a stampede, and it will trample him.
But I can see the paths they take.
Stop telling stories.
I'm not. I can sneak through.
You will not. Aloy!
There he is. Hey,
Wait. Oh, Mother, bless that girl. Bless you both.
Boy!
She saved me. I just wanted...
Boy! Seal your lips! They are outcasts, both. And she is motherless. Come now! Back to Mother's heart.
Although she saved Teb from certain death, the other Noras are not appreciative of Aloy's heroics, and to make matters worse, she encounters more hardship shortly after.
Stay away, no mother!
At times throughout the game, you will have the chance to determine how Aloy responds to different situations. This allows you to tailor her personality and emotional responses as you see fit, by either confronting challenges directly, using insight to outwit, or letting things go by being compassionate and forgiving. I chose to hit him right between the eyes, but Ross wouldn't allow it. Further enraged by this encounter, Aloy is determined to find out about her past, and there is only one way to get answers from the matriarchs.
Why am I an outcast?
Aloy, this is not the time.
Who was my mother?
Aloy, I've told you before, that's not for us to know. You were just a newborn when the matriarchs brought you to me.
So the matriarchs, they know?
It's not so simple.
But they know.
Aloy, we are outcasts.
So how do I make them tell me?
The matriarchs? There is a way, perhaps.
So tell me.
It would be dangerous.
How?
It would take years of training.
I don't care. How do I do it? Tell me.
The proving. The tribe's rite of passage held every year. Those who pass become braves. But to the one who wins, the matriarchs grant a boon.
A boon?
Yes, whatever the winner wants.
Then I'll do it. Whatever it takes.
Preparation for the proving will take years of dedication and hard work, but Aloy is not going to let anything stand in her way. Now an adult, Aloy is finally ready to take on the proving and no longer be an outcast. As you progress through the game, completing quests and fighting machines will reward experience points. Once enough XP is earned, you will level up and obtain skill points that can be spent on extra abilities in a wide variety of areas. In addition to her bow, Aloy also possesses a powerful spear for melee strikes at close quarters. At any point, the game can quickly be saved at campfires spread throughout the open world. These will serve as fast travel locations once discovered, but unfortunately, fast travel is not an unlimited ability, and a fast travel pack must be purchased or acquired each time you wish to travel between campfires. With the proving just days away, Rost has a final lesson he wishes to teach Aloy.
I've been thinking about your training, Aloy. You've learned to hunt, learned to survive. But I fear there's a lesson I failed to teach you. Would you learn it now?
Of course. I'll always learn what you have to teach.
There has been some trouble recently. It affords an opportunity to learn this lesson, but it will be dangerous. You must come prepared, or you will die. Descend into the Embrace and hunt until you have gathered the parts for fire arrows.
While speaking with the various characters, multiple options will be available for added story details and side missions. The game contains hours upon hours of optional dialogue and details to uncover, so it is best to take everything in along the way to get the full experience. Although there is a main objective, the player is free to explore the open world to their heart's desire, with numerous NPCs to encounter and new quests to take on. Side quests and areas of interest will display on the map to help guide you, but the choice is yours. As you explore, forage, and defeat enemies, Aloy will collect a large number of resources in her inventory. Collected items can be used for crafting ammo, healing, making new weapons, trading with merchants, and expanding your carrying capacity, so be sure to hunt wildlife, take down machines, and leave no areas unsearched.
Finish them off!
Spotted.
Thanks for saving me from those machines.
Mother's cradle. Grata, I may not be around much for a while. I'm gonna run in the proving, and I'm not sure what's gonna happen after that.
Oh, Mother, I thank you for the kindnesses you share. When the proving comes, in your great wisdom, may you give favor to a brave of generous heart.
I think I get what you're saying. Goodbye, Grata. For now.
After acquiring the needed materials to craft fire arrows, Aloy meets up with Frost and learns her final lesson. Outside of the Embrace, Aloy must take down an incredibly dangerous Sawtooth.
Back. It's on me.
These are Nora hunting lands. They must be protected. If you hadn't destroyed the Sawtooth, how many Braves might it have killed or injured tomorrow? The lesson lives within the question, Aloy. For years, you've trained to win the proving, but only for yourself. As a Brave, it will be your duty to fight for your tribe.
My tribe? You said I wouldn't need them.
But I never said the tribe wouldn't need you. The strength to stand alone, Aloy, is the strength to make a stand. To serve a purpose greater than yourself. That is the lesson you must learn. And remember it.
With nothing left to teach, Rost leaves Aloy until the morning before the proving, where he is prepared to see her off for the final time.
I'm ready to do this. See you back home in a few days?
You will not find me there, Aloy. Here. Take this, too. Remember.
I'm glad to have this, then. It will remind me of you. Of everything you did. And how you helped prepare me for this day.
Thank you.
Heavier than it looks. But the cord is strong.
May All Mother bless you, Aloy.
And you.
After an emotional goodbye, Aloy meets up with Tirsa, who informs her that an old friend is waiting to speak with her.
Mother's heart is open to you, child. Come. I assure you, most Nora aren't so rude as those idiots.
You're Tirsa?
Who else would I be? Come on now. I've been waiting for this day a long time.
You have?
Oh, yes. Oh, down the path to the right, you'll find an old friend who can't wait to see you.
But I don't know anyone here.
Try telling him that. We will talk later. May the goddess protect.
What is going on? Are you the old friend Tirsa told me about? I don't know you.
I see you don't recognize me. Well, it was a long time ago. Teb is my name. You were half my size when you saved me from a herd of machines.
I remember. You tried to thank me.
I never forgot that day. In preparation for this day, I've made an outfit for you. I hope you like it.
What's it going to cost?
Cost? Nothing. Consider it the thanks I tried to give years ago. Long overdue.
This old friend turns out to be Teb, who provides Aloy with a new outfit for the proving. Acquiring a new outfit will not only provide cosmetic changes, but each will have different stats for added perks. Higher tier outfits, as well as weapons, can also equip unique modifiers for enhanced abilities, such as increased elemental damage or resistance. As the village celebrates in anticipation of the proving, Aloy learns of the tense and hostile relationship between the Nora and Karja. Only the words of Erend and Oseram can ease the crowd.
An enunciation of gratitude written
Killers
by the
and
hand
slavers!
of
Yeah!
Sun King
Yeah!
of
Killers and slavers!
Hey!
Luminance
Hold your fruit, Nora Faithful, hold your fruit. Now I'm Oseram, not Karja, so I'll put it to you straight. The 13th Sun King was a murderous bung. Oh, he was. He was a tyrant and a monster. He raided my tribe for blood sacrifice, just like yours. My own sister was taken. I hated the Karja. But the 13th king is dead. 2 years now. And who killed him? The 14th. Not because he lusted for power, but because someone had to put an end to his father's atrocities.
Yeah!
The message that this poor priest means to read is an apology.
After speaking the truth, Erend introduces himself to Aloy, who he immediately respects and takes a liking to.
I thought your friend was gonna go down in a hail of fruit, but you really calmed the crowd.
Thanks. I wasn't sure I could do it. The Nora is still pissed with the Karja about the Red Raids, and who can blame them?
I never heard anything about red raids growing up. What were those?
Your tribe was at war and you didn't even know? Were you kept hidden away? Did you have overprotective parents or something?
I grew up as an outcast, shunned by the tribe.
Oh, yeah, I've heard the Nora do that. That seems cruel, if you ask me. But even an outcast knows about the derangement of the machines, right? How they get deadlier every year? Well, the mad Sun King figured if he spilled enough blood to the Sun God, it would calm the machines. Didn't work.
So, what happened? How did it all end?
The Mad King's own son united Karja rebels with Oseram freebooters. And together we did the impossible, took back Meridian and killed the crazy old king. So now the Sun sits on the throne and it's a big improvement. Under Avad, there's no more sacrifices, no more slavery. People from all tribes are welcome in Meridian now, even Nora exiles. You really should come visit.
After speaking with Erend, Aloy seeks out Olin, a stranger she spotted earlier, who was also wearing a focus.
Why did you act so strange when we spoke earlier?
Must be this festival. I'm really not one for crowds. Maybe I should just turn in.
Stop dodging my questions.
All right, cool your fire. I got nothing to hide.
You're not a very convincing liar.
Do you always accuse people you've just met of lying?
Only the ones who aren't telling the truth.
Fire and spit, girl. I'm a plain hammered man with nothing to hide. You don't believe me? That's your trouble, not mine.
I don't understand. We have this device in common, but you can't wait to stop talking to me.
I already have all the friends I need, girl. I don't need the bother.
I'm used to being shunned by the tribe. I thought you'd be different.
Olin is oddly distant and evasive, much to Aloy's displeasure. As she seeks answers, he is unwilling to provide. As the sun rises, the proving is finally at hand, and Aloy must overcome the odds to prove everyone wrong and become a brave.
Dead last, girl. Might as well walk from here. Boss will win or Vala, but you'll be made a brave so long as you finish. Oh, now, that's an old trail. 2 died on it last year. It's falling apart. Better dead last than dead altogether. Whoa, 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 whoa! My old mother, are you crazy? You're gonna kill yourself! It doesn't get any easier!
Come on, you can make it! Can't let them beat me now!
With an unorthodox approach, Aloy not only reaches the end, but does so before anyone else.
An outcast? Win the proving? Never. For she is a brave now.
Aloy is finally accepted as a member of the tribe, but the celebration is immediately cut short as attackers assault the proving.
But it is Aloy, once outcast, and now brave, who is first among us.
Too many of them! We can't win! Kill the invader! Don't run out now. Get back!
Mayor's eyes now! Everyone, forward! We're dead too! We don't fight!
Only Aloy is able to survive the invasion, as the enemies possess a focus of their own. If not for Rost, Aloy would have been cut down.
Turn your face to the sun, child.
Although badly wounded, Rost lives long enough to sacrifice himself so that Aloy can escape down the mountain.
Survive.
After a few weeks, Aloy awakes within the sacred mountain, home of the matriarchs. After reacquiring her focus, Aloy learns that she was the target of the attack, and that the invaders saw her through Olin's focus.
Target imaging.
Who says I'm like other Nora?
They saw me through Owen's focus. How is that possible?
Then make it quick. I'm heading in. Hold for identity scan. You need to stop listening to Ted and start listening to me.
Where's this from? And when? Are you my mother? Why try to kill me just because I look like you?
Countless questions run through her head, but Aloy follows Tirsa in the hope of finally getting some answers. However, the truth is far more complicated than Aloy ever could have imagined.
Why did you bring me here?
It seemed you were dying, and to die near one's mother is sacred. Lanthra fought it, of course, but Jezza sided with me.
Is my mother here? Am I going to meet her?
It's complicated. Please, just follow me.
Does my mother look like me, but with short hair?
I don't see how that could be. You were not born of a woman, Aloy. The mountain is your mother. The great chamber, where All-Mother slew the metal devil and gave birth to you. Aloy, the Proving Massacre was just the first of many disasters. The war party we sent after the killers was ambushed and slaughtered.
But what does that have to do with where I was born?
My hope is everything. This is where we found you. We heard your cries, came to look, and there you were.
You mean I came from behind the door?
Always, that is what I have believed. That you came from the womb of the mountain. A gift from All-Mother herself. But others, like Lansra, feared that a darker power put you here. Not a gift, but a curse.
But this isn't a goddess.
Aloy!
It's a door. With people behind it. My mother?
Oh.
Hold for identiscan.
The goddess speaks.
Just like the woman I saw.
Error. Alpha registry corrupted. Identity cannot be confirmed. Entry denied.
No, no. Please.
Tirsa believes that Aloy's destiny is intertwined within the will of All-Mother, as a gift bestowed upon the tribe for a greater purpose. In order to clear the corruption within the chamber, Aloy is made a Seeker, a special title granted to those free to roam the world on behalf of a higher purpose. Aloy is entrusted to uncover the truth and sets out to meet up with Varl, one of the few who survived the enemy ambush.
Aloy, by the holy grace of the One Goddess, we hereby anoint you a Seeker of the Nora tribe.
No barrier can now stay you from your sacred task. May All-Mother protect you and sustain you. Stay true.
As Aloy prepares to leave the village, deranged and aggressive machines attack the gate. Since the invasion, the machines have been acting strangely mad, attacking in a blind rage of violence. Aloy proves she is more than up to the task, and destroys the rampaging monsters.
Brace yourselves!
Won't be long. Gotta get in position. Here it comes.
Attack! Watch the Striders! It's driven them mad!
From a fallen machine, Aloy uncovers a strange device that appears to be influencing the behavior of the beasts. With this, Aloy can now sneak up behind certain machines and override them, altering their behavior and making them docile. Some machines can even be mounted for travel, but an overridden enemy will now fight for Aloy as an ally when in the presence of a hostile one. After obtaining this new power, Aloy meets up with Varl in her quest to hunt down Olin in Meridian.
Aloy, the outcast who won the proving. So you survived your wounds.
High Matriarch Tirsa said you might know the way to Meridian.
The capital of the Carja Sundom? You seek exile?
No, a traitor named Olin. The Matriarchs made me a Seeker so I could go after him.
And then you should head north to Mother's Crown. If you make it, talk to Maria. She'll point the way.
If I make it?
The trail is dangerous. Ever since the War Party massacre, our lands go unpatrolled, and our borders unguarded.
You said the war party was massacred. How?
When word came of the attack on the Proving, War Chief Sona assembled a war party to give chase. But in their haste to get vengeance, some braves broke rank and raced ahead, straight into a trap. A pack of crazed machines, seething with corruption, fell upon the braves and savaged them. War Chief Sona led a countercharge and destroyed the machines, but by then the killers were gone, and our losses were extreme. Before you make the journey to Mother's Crown and beyond, is there any chance you could search for Sona? The tribe needs her leadership. I'd go after her myself if she hadn't commanded me to hold this gate at all costs.
Where was she last seen?
The War Party massacre site. A wooded hollow across from Devil's Thirst, on this side of the river.
Before heading to Mother's Crown, Aloy agrees to help Varl find the missing war chief, who happens to be his mother. While venturing towards a lead on Sona's location, Aloy encounters hunting grounds. Here, she can partake in 3 unique challenges to earn commendations for completing the tests of skill within certain time restraints. These could be repeated as many times as necessary and were the perfect way to fine-tune your machine hunting abilities while obtaining a ton of resources. Each test utilized a different technique to help you visualize enemy encounters in new ways and become proficient in a wide variety of strategies. This first hunting ground focused on the usage of tools and traps to manipulate enemy movement and take advantage of environmental hazards, while later challenges focus on other areas of combat, such as utilizing elemental damage or tearing off machine parts. Hunting grounds will now be a trackable objective on the map, with the ultimate goal to earn all Blazing Sun ranks and gain access to the Hunter's Lodge in Meridian.
How'd you? First time, and you win a Blazing Sun. You're good, even for Nora.
Back on the path to find Sona, Aloy discovers the wreckage of corrupted machines at the massacre site, and luckily, an injured survivor provides a lead on Sona's location.
Varl sent me to look for Sona. Do you know where she is now?
All I can tell you is where we parted. Near the metal tower, southeast of the ruins at Devil's Thirst. Look to the rise behind it with a lone boulder. I'll head for the embrace and report what I know to Varl and the others. May All Mother lend you strength. You'll need it, going alone.
While traveling towards this lead, Aloy's focus picks up a strange signal coming from a massive tall neck. Fortunately, this colossal machine is not hostile, so Aloy finds a way to climb to the very top of its head where the source of the signal is coming from. Overriding the tall neck will show undiscovered portions of the map. Throughout her journey, Aloy must continue to encounter and climb tall necks to override them until the map is revealed in its entirety, as these will serve as another objective to complete.
Everything along its path, and sends what it sees to other machines.
With the path forward more clear, Aloy finally finds Sona.
So you're War Chief Sona? Varl asked me to find you.
Has he held the gate?
He has, bravely. I saw him kill a corrupted machine himself. But he worries for you.
Our tribe needs strength, not sentiment. I've tracked some of the killers who struck the Proving. I crave vengeance. Do you?
You have no idea.
Show me then. Lend me your strength.
Sona craves violence and is determined to hunt the killers down, so her and Aloy track their location.
Heard that grass rustle.
This wasn't all the killers. I counted more at the war party massacre. If I have to chase their filthy shadows from here to Spear's Reach, I will.
Following Aloy's lead, the enemies are eliminated, but Sona's thirst for blood remains unquenched. The remaining killers lie within Devil's Grief, a cursed and taboo land, but Sona is not willing to stop now. In preparation for the battle, Aloy heads to a nearby bandit camp for some practice against human targets. Having taken advantage of the invasion and the ensuing chaos, bandits are wreaking havoc on the locals and taking prisoners. Found scattered throughout the land, bandit camps are heavily manned and fortified forts to fight through. These highly dangerous battles are another objective to complete on the map, and if you are successful in eliminating all hostile foes, the prisoners will be free, and a new friendly outpost will be established in its place. If you struggle with a particular encounter, Aloy can enlist the help of Nil, an acquaintance with a thirst for killing bad guys. Otherwise, you can tackle these solo, but the choice is yours. After disposing of the bandit camp, Aloy meets up with Varl outside of Devil's Grief, and together with Sona, they prepare for an ambush on the enemy camps.
War Chief, our scouts found enemy camps in the ruins, guarding the approach to the Ring of Metal.
Then we should hit those camps first. Make sure they stay quiet.
Focus your fire!
With the enemy camps cleared out, Aloy and Varl sneak deeper into enemy territory to expose a weakness, allowing the war party to ambush.
That shelter is full of blaze, a whole stockpile of it. If I set it off, the explosion will destroy those corruptors and collapse the wall too.
A breach for the Nora to charge through.
Mother, look upon our victory. A debt of blood is paid. Remember this day, brave Nora.
From your lips to the goddess's ears. Yes, remember it.
With the Nora victorious in their quest for revenge, Aloy finally heads towards Mother's crown.
So,
Curiosity.
you're Aloy. I've heard about you from the war party, the hero of Devil's Grief.
One of them, maybe. I didn't fight alone. You're Maria. Varl told me you'd know the way to Meridian.
The Karja capital. West will take you to it, but their soldiers will stop you long before you get there.
They can try.
No, what I mean is there's a Karja fort that guards the pass between east and west. Word is the Karja have sealed the gate out of fear of the corrupted machines infesting our sacred land.
So if I clear out the corrupted machines, they'll open the border?
I suppose.
The Karja are typically not friendly to Nora, but in order to reach Meridian, Aloy must travel past a Karja fort, which happens to be locked down and under siege from rampaging and corrupted machines. This presents the perfect opportunity to get on the Karja's good side, as Aloy disposes of the threat and clears the path to Meridian.
Will you open the gate for me now?
You heard her! Open the gates! And send word to Captain Ballon! Where are you headed, girl?
West! To Meridian!
Along the way, Aloy discovers the first of several cauldron locations. These massive and underground ancient structures of the old world are shrouded in mystery and secrets.
Machines are built in these times. But why? And by who? That's the heart of it all. It's gotta be. So how do we get inside? That machine's not gonna let me take it first.
Aloy travels deep through dark corridors, battling hordes of machines, until she can override the cauldron's core. Doing so unlocks the ability to override new, more powerful machines, and cauldrons will now serve as another side objective to complete, with each more intricate than the last. After a long and grueling trek west, Aloy finally reaches Meridian, where within the city, she discovers unfortunate news regarding Erin's sister Ursa.
Stop right there. In light of the recent attack, no stranger passes into Meridian without submitting to search.
Recent attack? What are you talking about?
The murder of Captain Ursa and her vanguards, of course. Ambushed by Shadow Karja forces in Redridge Pass.
Ursa? You mean Erin's sister is dead?
Unable to cope with the loss, Eren seeks solace in drink, but despite his condition, Aloy fills him in on recent events and Olin's betrayal.
How did you survive?
How I survived is less important than how I was targeted.
Targeted? What do you mean?
The killers came for me because of Olin.
But he's a friend.
No, he's a traitor. I don't know who the killers are or what they want, but I do know that Olin is working with them.
But, I mean, this...
I don't need you to understand, Eren. I just need you to take me to him.
In search of clues, Aloy and Eren investigate Olin's home and uncover a secret underground chamber, as well as Olin's reason for deceiving his tribe.
Serve and they live. Disobey, and I will open their throats and leave their corpses to prune in the sun.
They took his wife and child captive.
They? Who's they?
The killers. They told him to obey or they'd kill his family.
While Aloy is eager to seek out Olin right away, Eren desperately pleads with her to help him find Ursa's killers. Aloy agrees to help, and they head for the site where Ursa's body was found. Aloy utilizes her focus to investigate the site, but things are not what they seem.
What do you see there?
This stain forms a line, as if blood dripped off the edge of something, like a cart. See? Cart tracks. I think someone moved the bodies here, then scattered them across the field.
Wait. Are you saying the dead found here were killed somewhere else? But why would the Shadow Karja do that?
At this point, I'm not taking it for granted that the Shadow Karja are responsible.
Of course they were.
Well, let's follow these tracks and find out.
These guys aren't Shadow Karja. They're from my tribe, the Oseram.
Aloy believes the Shadow Karja were not responsible for Ursa's death, and following a nearby trail confirms her suspicion. Not only does Aloy believe that Ursa was attacked by her own tribe, but she thinks it may be possible that she is still alive.
I think the Oseram ambushed Ursa and her men with a new weapon. They mounted it on that tripod up there. It fires waves of force, maybe sound. You said she was unrecognizable. Maybe they switched another body into her armor, someone around the same size, and mutilated it enough so it could have been anyone, even Ursa. Go back to Meridian. Take another look at that body. If it's really Ursa, of course I'm wrong. But if I'm right...
Then my sister could be alive. I'm going. Meet me back there when you can.
Eren heads back to Meridian to double-check Ursa's body and validate Aloy's theory. In the meantime, Aloy explores the city of Meridian, where numerous specialty merchants will trade for rare collectibles. Hidden throughout the open world are a variety of special objects to find, such as Banuk figurines, metal flowers, and ancient vessels. The merchants here will provide valuable treasure boxes in exchange for these, and a trophy is associated with finding all figurines, flowers, and vessels. After giving Eren the time needed to examine Ursa's body, Aloy meets up with him and the Sun King Avad to discuss the results.
Aloy of the Nora, she who sees the unseen. Welcome. It would seem you have done me a great service. Eren, tell her what you found.
I checked Ursa's tomb. You were right, Aloy. The body is missing a scar below her right knee.
If the body is not Ursa's, then we must assume she is still alive. And I will not abandon her.
We only know she was taken, not who took her.
I can help with that. Ursa has an enemy among the Oseram. A warlord named Dervahl.
I hate to impose further after all you've done, but this is a matter of great importance to me.
It sounds like Ursa means a lot to you.
Without her Oseram vanguard, I would not have been able to liberate Meridian and end my father's brutal reign.
With Avad's blessing and personal connection to Ursa, he sends Aloy to hunt down Dervahl. Outside of Pitchcliff, Aloy and Erend find Dervahl's camp, but it is heavily manned with soldiers and machines. Together, they fight through enemy territory in the hope of finding Ursa.
Dervahl's men. That's good.
I hope so.
Who's up there?
When it seems like Aloy and Erend have the upper hand, a strange device sends harsh acoustic waves that immobilize Aloy with powerful sounds.
Ursa must be in there. We have to get through.
After overcoming this intense power, Aloy and Erend learn that Dervahl is not here, but locked within the basement, they do discover Ursa.
Now listen, Dervahl's planning something big in Meridian. He said he'd force Avad to watch as the smoke darkens their precious sun. Your king needs you. No more playing around. You're gonna have to grow up fast.
I will. I promise.
You damn well better, little brother.
Ursa. No, please. I won't let you down. I promise.
As Ursa dies in his arms, Erend vows that he won't let her down, and is determined to make Dervahl pay. Within a nearby journal, Aloy finds a lead on Dervahl's location, so they agree to meet up in Meridian later on. While Erend tends to Ursa's body, Aloy tracks down Olin at an excavation site, where she learns he serves a dark and mysterious group that is reviving ancient machines for a nefarious purpose.
This is what you intend. To bring these ancient things back to life.
Their power serves us.
Machine demons from beneath the ground. It's a nightmare. These things will destroy us all!
They will only destroy our enemies and bring us back the lands that were
My focus. Stop working.
Search the area. We may have intruders.
Forgive this intrusion, Aloy. You left me no choice.
Who is this?
An interested party. Now, their focuses are disabled, but I don't know for how long. The rest is up to you.
Who is this?
While observing Olin, a strange communication interrupts through her focus. This mysterious voice claims to have disabled the enemy focuses, allowing Aloy to fight with the advantage. Aloy disposes of the corrupted machines and demands answers from Olin.
I promise. I'll tell you everything.
I know you will. The killers who came for me at the Proving, who are they?
The Eclipse. Some kind of holy warriors. A cult of the Shadow Karja.
Shadow Karja?
Except they're not like any Carja I've known. They don't pray to the sun. They worship some kind of devil.
You say this devil the Eclipse worship has a name?
Hades. That's what they call it.
Hades. And you've heard it speak?
Steel to my soul, I heard. Just once, when it saw you. Such a voice. A cold, awful jangle. It scrapes your bones. It hollows your guts.
When they attacked the Proving, a man came for me. Tall, strong, dead eyes.
Helis.
And who is he?
The terror of the sun. Stacker of corpses, we Oseram called him, when he was the Mad Sun King's champion. If only he'd died with his king. But now he leads the Eclipse.
Why are the Eclipse digging up ancient machines? And how do they get them to work?
I thought they wanted them for scrap, but they brought them back to life. Plugged some kind of device into the corpses so that Hades could whisper to them and call them from their grave. The ones you fought today they called corruptors, but there are others, much bigger, bristling with ancient weapons. Those they call Deathbringers. I've only seen them buried in the ground, but after today, anything is possible.
The Eclipse were sent to kill me because I look like another woman. Older, maybe twice my age, short hair. Who is she?
I don't know. My focus found her image once, in the ruins at Maker's End. Maybe you can find her there.
With all the answers she needs, Aloy spares Olin's life and agrees to save his kidnapped family. You could choose to kill Olin here, but with the threat on his wife and child, what choice did he really have?
It will take many good deeds to make up for the crimes you've committed.
You're sparing me? After all I've done?
Yes. Forge a new life, Olin. One of better make.
Then the rest of my life will be lived in your debt.
Go to the place where your family is being held and wait for me. We'll make their lives the first ones you save.
I didn't earn this mercy, but I will die to make myself worthy of it.
With Olin's help, Aloy infiltrates an Eclipse farmstead to rescue Olin's family.
This has to be where they're holding Olin's family. Bolted. Come on, come on.
Reunited with his family, Olin is truly grateful for Aloy's compassion and vows to live a life of honor as they go their separate ways.
Olin, whatever your debts, you don't owe them to me now. Go with your family. Show them you're a better man.
Farewell, Aloy. Your mother. I hope you find her before they do.
Now the next morning, Aloy meets up with Erend and Avad as they pursue Dervahl before he can execute his plan of destruction.
I'm glad you're back. I'm at a loss about Ursa. To learn she lives, then lose that hope seems cruel.
She wouldn't want us to waste time talking. She'd want us to find Dervahl. She said he raved about smoke darkening the sun. Tell him what you found in his papers.
A letter. It mentioned a shipment of blaze being sent to a warehouse here.
Within Dervahl's warehouse, they uncover large amounts of blaze that Dervahl intends to use against the city. Before it can do unimaginable damage to Meridian, Aloy and Erend dispose of the blaze off the cliffside and continue to hunt for Dervahl.
Help me push this out.
Okay. Brute force, I'm good at that. What'll it do?
Save the city, I hope. But when the blaze falls, run for it. Because the booby trap on the bomb downstairs is gonna get set off.
Will we survive?
Probably not. Now push.
Back at the palace, Aloy finds Dervahl tormenting Avad, utilizing his acoustic weapon, but Dervahl soon learns his master plan has been thwarted.
Say goodbye to Meridian, Avad. Breathe in the stench and choke on the ashes.
Something's wrong. You must be the Nora who bushwhacked my camp.
And disabled your bomb.
Did you now? Well, bomb or no bomb, I'm gonna splatter that throne with blood. First yours, then Avad's. Finish this. I've got a son god to kill. Have to do better than that, Red. You will not. It's not over yet, Nora. Any good Oseram tinker will tell you. Always have a third plan.
Dervahl is subdued with ease, but in an act of desperation, he summons waves of Glinthawks for Aloy to battle. Once the machines are cleared out, Dervahl is taken to prison, where he awaits pain and suffering to the highest bidder.
I know what you are afraid of. Going back to Mainspring in chains. Every clan in the claim wants you dead, and they know how to make it hurt. They'll even bid for the privilege.
It's just like you to get someone else to do your killing.
Shut up! You're at the Sun King's mercy now.
With Meridian safe and secure, Aloy says goodbye to Avad and Erend, as she must continue her journey as Seeker of the Nora.
You know what? When we met, I thought I was a big shot talking to a pretty girl hidden away in the middle of nowhere. Now I see that I was just lucky to get a minute of your time. Try not to forget about me while you're out there changing the world.
I'll always have a minute for you. Maybe even two.
Previously, Olin had told Aloy that he once saw an image of the woman Aloy suspects as her mother at the ancient ruins of Maker's End. So Aloy heads there in search of answers. As she approaches the ruins, the mysterious voice speaks through her focus again, revealing the name of the woman.
Who is she?
Her name is Elizabeth Sobek.
You. Spying through my focus again? Well, go on. What do you know about her?
Stay on your present course, and before long, you'll know her as well as I do. Maybe better.
Maker's End is crawling with Eclipse soldiers, but Aloy fights through anyone who stands in her way. Deep within the ruins, Aloy learns that the Eclipse are further along in their plan than she expected, as a Deathbringer has been successfully revived. Aloy must destroy this massive and highly dangerous machine, but doing so will be no easy task. Once the Deathbringer is neutralized, Aloy picks up an Eclipse focus and hears the devil voice of Hades for herself.
What is this?
The entity lives. Unacceptable. Unacceptable.
What the hell was that? Hades? Hey! Mysterious stranger, did you see that? No answer, huh? Figures.
Unfortunately, the mysterious stranger has gone quiet, so Aloy enters the nearby tower, where entry is gained, courtesy of Elizabeth Sobek.
Hold for identiscan.
One of these again.
Genetic profile confirmed. Entry authorized. Greetings, Dr. Sobek. Please step inside.
Inside, Aloy learns that Elizabeth can't possibly be her mother, as she is hundreds of years old.
Dr. Sobek, you are 355,510 days out of date for your meeting with Mr. Hale. Please proceed to the 35th floor.
Wait. 350,000. That's hundreds of years ago. What's going on?
Confused, Aloy heads for the office of Ted Farrow on the 35th floor. While climbing to the top of the building, the strange voice suddenly returns.
What was this place? What were they doing here?
It was a corporation. A group of people not unlike a tribe. And they made machines.
It turns out that hundreds of years ago, Ted Farrow was the founder of the robotics company that created the machines that run wild now. After a long and treacherous journey to the 35th floor, Aloy recovers long-lost data logs that provide insight into the hostile business relationship between Ted Farrow and Elizabeth Sobek.
I know you, Ted. You've screwed something up, something big, or you wouldn't have eaten the crow necessary to get me here. So spit it out.
There's a glitch in the chariot line.
Your killer robots?
Peacekeepers, yes, those.
So shut them down.
Obviously, Liz, we would, if we could. They're not responding.
Are you telling me a swarm has gone rogue, Ted?
It's worse than that.
This isn't a glitch. It's a catastrophe.
Fully aware. It's bad.
Bad?
Jesus, Liz.
It's not bad, Ted. It's apocalyptic. You built a line of killer robots.
Peacekeepers.
That consume biomass as fuel.
In emergencies.
And you made them capable of self-replication.
Limited, self-manufacture, controlled.
Not anymore. The glitch severed chain of command. The only nation this swarm answers to now is itself.
You think I did?
Everything else is just food. And at the rate it's replicating, Ted, it will strip the Earth bare in 15 months. We're not talking fall of civilization. We're talking extinction.
I get it, Liz. So how do I stop it while it's contained?
It's not contained. It can't be.
You know what I mean?
Right. Before the truth gets out, you mean?
Liz, I will do anything you say. Keep working it, and whatever you recommend, I'll do. Project Zero Dawn. Jesus, Liz. There has to be another way.
If there were a nicer way to fix your mess, I would have proposed it.
But this? This? When I asked you to find a cure, I didn't expect it to be worse than the disease.
It's not, Ted. It may be grim, but it's our only chance. Now sign the proposal.
Sign it? I can't sign that.
Yes, you can.
That? Liz, I cannot in good conscience sign that.
You've got a choice, Ted.
I know.
I am speaking to you from a VTOL en route to U.S. Robot Command. In 15 minutes, I meet with General Harris and the rest of the Joint Chiefs.
What? Are you crazy?
Now your choice is what I tell them. Sign, and I'll tell them the wealthiest corporation on Earth has guaranteed the funds necessary to build Zero Dawn. exactly as I've designed it. Or don't sign, and I will make sure they and everyone else on this planet knows the real cause of the glitch.
Jesus, Liz. You don't have to threaten me. I'll sign.
This doesn't add up. Sobek couldn't have been my mother. She lived ages ago. All this searching, and I'm still no closer.
That's your reaction to everything you've just learned? To whine like a spoiled child?
You should really try talking that way to me face to face.
As you wish.
After uncovering details of the ancient past, Silence, as the mysterious man identifies himself as, speaks with Aloy. He advises Aloy to think big picture in search of answers, but tension between them is running high.
Silence. That's my name. Now, why don't you try asking another question? Something less trivial.
If you're so smart, why do you know so little after a lifetime scratching around in the dirt? It's not my fault you're bad at what you do. I came to these ruins looking for Elizabeth Sobek, not because of the things she did centuries ago, but because people are trying to kill me right now, today. I've got bigger problems to deal with than your crap.
Congratulations. You just graduated from whining to throwing a temper tantrum. I'm sure Elizabeth would be proud.
She couldn't have been my mother if she lived centuries ago.
We don't know the connection yet. The only way to find out is to keep going, to keep making discoveries. Thanks to you, we've only just now learned that Pharaoh robots once threatened to end life on Earth.
But it didn't happen. The Old One's civilization was destroyed, but life was saved.
Obviously. So, what did Elizabeth do? How did she stop the robots before all was lost?
What was Project Zero Dawn?
Exactly the question.
So far as I can tell, the Eclipse are just following orders. It's Hades who wants me dead. Who is he?
I don't know. The Eclipse describe him as a buried shadow, some kind of devil. Hades is using the Eclipse to resurrect Pharaoh robots.
But if Elizabeth found a way to stop them centuries ago, if she made special weapons, maybe Hades is worried I'll do the same thing.
Aloy discovers that Ted Pharaoh's once docile machines had gone rogue and unresponsive, self-replicating and self-sustained on biomass. But somehow, Elizabeth stopped them. To find out how, Aloy heads to the Grave Hoard, an ancient ruin Elizabeth once visited.
They're inside too. That does it.
Deep within the ancient structure, Aloy finds enemy Eclipse as they seek to wake an immensely powerful metal devil. But for now, Aloy must battle another Deathbringer.
The Eclipse. Tampering with a metal devil. They don't think they can wake it, do they?
Once the Deathbringer is defeated, Aloy enters an old war room, where she views another ancient hologram.
You saw the numbers.
Now, Pharaoh, he'll foot the bill, but his money can't buy the time necessary to complete Zero Dawn. That can only be paid for in blood.
Oh, come on. If we upgrade our fleet, crack the code somehow...
Were you not listening? Robots can't do the fighting for you this time. When it comes to hacking, this rogue swarm is an apex predator. Anything automated you throw at it, they will hijack and take over.
But this... we'd be throwing civilians into a meat grinder. Commanders, the enemy we're facing self-replicates faster than we can kill it. And it eats biomass as fuel. Zero Dawn is all we've got.
So we put a railgun in the hand of every civilian strong enough to carry one, show them where the trigger is, and point them to the front? How the hell do we sell that?
By giving them something to fight for. Zero Dawn. The top-secret superweapons program that will save us. So long as humanity holds off the swarm long enough for Dr. Sobek and her team to finish it. The file I'm sending contains the war plan for Operation Enduring Victory. War plan? This is a war crime. It may be ugly, but it's something. Consider the alternative.
In an effort to save humanity, Elizabeth provided a last-ditch effort known as Zero Dawn. But this glimmer of hope didn't come without devastating and dire consequences. The next lead takes Aloy to an ancient orbital launch base, but unfortunately, it is located underneath the capital of the Shadow Karja, where heavily armed enemies, each with a focus, await. To breach the capital, Aloy must first shut down the enemy network to disable their focus, so she follows Silence's lead to a far-off location where the Eclipse main base is found.
Our purpose this night is to crash the focus network.
Yeah, tell me the part I don't know. How?
For starters, you'll need to infiltrate the Eclipse's main base. Once you reach the base, you'll see the objective. A derelict tall neck that's been extensively modified. Climb the tall neck. Grafted into the top of its disk, you'll find a module of sorts. Destroy that, and the focus network will crash.
So you were part of the Eclipse?
I've never been part of anything. I serve my own interests, always. But it is the case that I assisted the Eclipse before I sensed the threat they might become.
After Silence explains the plan, Aloy heads into Eclipse territory in search of the Tallneck he mentioned. The base is heavily manned, but Aloy overcomes the numbers as she infiltrates deeper.
The stronger we grow. Our time.
Sounds busy.
Busy enough not to notice you, Bledsoe.
I see it. They've built some kind of structure around it.
Climb it. The sooner this is done, the better.
I see the module.
Good. Now be quick.
This is Hades?
Aloy, this is not the time.
As she approaches the module atop the Tallneck, Aloy spots Hades, and her cover is blown.
Entity has come here. Entity miscalculated. Entity cannot destroy me. I am beyond its reach.
Maybe you are. But this isn't!
Destroy the entity.
focus network is shut down, but Hades sends reinforcements with extreme firepower, forcing Aloy to make a daring run for the exit.
Brain trail. Yeah, you think? What do you think I'm doing? Taking a nap? Bridge in sight.
That's the way out.
I know.
Aloy narrowly escapes the base and recovers far below. After regaining her bearings, she confronts Silence on his shady behavior.
Rough going, but you survived.
You knew Hades was there and you sent me to him?
I won't deny I risked your life, but it was the only way. Now, with the focus network down, we can both get what we want. Access to the secrets of Zero Dawn.
I'm past trusting you with secrets.
Good. That means you're wising up. Trust is for fools. It shifts and crumbles like sand. A poor foundation for any partnership. But mutual self-interest, now that is a solid bedrock upon which you and I might build a new science of understanding.
Aloy is far from satisfied with Silence's explanation, but left with no choice, she continues her quest for answers. To finally uncover the secrets of Project Zero Dawn, Aloy heads to the Shadow Karja capital of Sunfall. Hidden within the Citadel is a secret entrance to the ancient ruins leading far below the city. Within the ancient structure, Aloy and Silence finally find the answers they have been so desperately looking for, but the truth is far darker than they thought.
Welcome to Project Zero Dawn. I am General Harris, Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff of the United States of America. I'm sure you've heard the rumors that Zero Dawn is a top-secret superweapons program, the technological miracle that will save us from the Pharaoh Plague, if Operation Enduring Victory can hold off the robots long enough. The reason I'm sure you've heard the rumors is that I'm the one who spread them, and they are all lies. Zero Dawn is not a superweapons program, and it will not save us. Nothing will save us. Here's why. By the time the glitch was noticed, it was already too late. Nothing could stop the Pharaoh Plague. Nothing can. Its robots will continue to replicate and devour the biosphere. Life on Earth will be destroyed. Our planet reduced to a barren sphere. Global extinction is inevitable. No matter how many we kill, the robots just keep exponentially making more. If we had their deactivation codes, we could shut them all down. The entire swarm. But since their cryptographic protocols use polyphasic entangled waveforms, cracking a code set would take half a century. At best, we've got 16 months. Not exactly what you'd call a survival option. The destruction of a biosphere is not the sort of apocalypse you can wait out in a fallout shelter or a space station. There will be no Earth left to reclaim. Just a lifeless, toxic rock with several million Pharaoh robots on it, hibernating, waiting for something to eat. This is the horrible truth behind the lies of Operation Enduring Victory. My lies. Lies designed to inspire millions of innocents to sacrifice themselves in battle. Why? One reason. To buy time for you and the work you will do here. Zero Day, the day that life on Earth ceases to exist, is coming fast. It cannot be stopped. The hope of Zero Dawn is that something new might come after. But I will leave it to Elizabeth Sobek to shine that thin ray of light into the darkness. Harris, out.
The truth of Zero Dawn is that humanity would not survive the Pharaoh Plague. But Elizabeth Sobek had a plan for after the apocalypse.
You've heard the bad news, and it's all true. The Pharaoh Plague is devouring the biosphere. Life itself will cease to exist. But does that have to be the end? What if we could give life a future? What if we could build a kind of seed from which, on a dead planet, life could blossom anew? This is the aim, the hope, of Project Zero Dawn. To create a super-intelligent, fully automated terraforming system and bring life back from lifelessness. What would such a system require? At its core, it would need a true AI, fully capable of making the trillions of decisions necessary to reconstitute the biosphere. An immortal guardian, devoted to the reflourishing of life. We call it Gaia. Mother Nature as an AI. But that's just the core of the system. She will need to be surrounded and empowered by a comprehensive suite of subordinate functions. Think of them as extensions of Gaia's mind, each dedicated to a specific purpose. Now, these aren't AIs, but make no mistake, each presents an engineering challenge more profound than anything the human species has ever before attempted. Hardware that preserves and then gestates the billions of seeds and embryos from which life will be reborn. The construction of underground facilities to hold it all. And that's just the start. We don't have to build the entire system. The beauty of a fully automated terraforming system is that it can build itself. Now, over the days to come, you'll learn how all these functions, all these pieces that you'll be working on, fit together. How we'll race the clock to execute our harvest initiatives, write the software, build the tech and the facilities. How we'll lock it down and seal it up before the inevitable occurs. But even more important, you'll know how it doesn't end here. How Gaia will generate those deactivation codes General Harris talked about, and build the transmission arrays to broadcast them, shutting down the Pharaoh robots for good. How Gaia will not just build, but imagine any conceivable robot it needs to do its work across centuries. From detoxifying the Earth's ravaged atmosphere and poisoned seas, to the regreening of the Earth from cryopreserved seed stalks, to rewilding the Earth with animal life. And then, when all that is done, how a new generation of human beings, spawned at cradle facilities around the globe, will partake of Apollo, the vast archive of human knowledge and cultural achievement from which they will learn of us, our world. And most important, how not to repeat our mistakes. We can't stop life from ending. But if you will help me, help Gaia, we can give it a future.
With only 16 months until the end of life, Elizabeth set into motion a plan to create Gaia, a super-intelligent AI designed to rebuild the Earth from the ashes of devastation. Long after life had ceased to exist, Gaia would decode and deactivate the Pharaoh robots. Now able to freely create anything and everything it needs, the world will begin again. But things still don't make sense to Aloy. With Apollo and all past knowledge seemingly lost to history, and Hades separated from Gaia, Aloy searches for more information.
Welcome to Hades, Zero Dawn's extinction failsafe protocol, the ultimate killer app. Now, I know what you're thinking. The purpose of Gaia is to resurrect life. So why give her a subordinate function, only purpose of which is to wipe out life all over again? I mean, what? Just plumb crazy, ain't it? Well, no, it isn't. Reconstituting a biosphere? That's a tall order. Tech smart as Gaia may be, odds are she won't get it right the first time.
Welcome to Eleuthia, the crown and king of Gaia's subordinate functions. For it is by Eleuthia that the human race will continue to exist. Eleuthia is not a genetic engineering project. Our goal is to preserve the human genome, not alter it.
The Alpha Registry master file.
Intact?
Yeah. No signs of corruption.
Then what are you waiting for? Copy the file.
With this, I can restore the registry at the hatch inside Allmother. Open it. Go inside.
And grasp the secrets within.
Where I was born. Maybe who gave birth to me.
Who? Are you really so naive? There will be no who waiting for you there, Aloy. Whatever birthed you into the world was a what, not a who.
You bastard.
Oh no, I had a legitimate birth. It's you, Aloy, who are the creation of a machine. But what kind of machine and why? Why were you created?
The origins of her birth are becoming clear, but Aloy rejects the truth standing before her. Unfortunately, the argument between Aloy and Sylens allows the Eclipse to get the drop on Aloy, and she is captured by Helis.
Still alive. Good. I have a more suitable death in mind for you, child.
Confined and weaponless within a prison, Aloy is forced to listen to Helis spew garbage, as he intends to sacrifice her to the sun, as he believes it is meant to be.
You were meant to survive that day on the mountain. Meant to interfere at dig sites and kill my men. Conversely, I was meant to capture you. Here. So that you might die as a sacrificial offering to the sun. Everything as it was meant to be. Predestined and preordained.
Some destiny. You're following orders, not some grand cosmic design. You're a puppet, with Hades yanking the strings. A pawn pushed around by larger forces. You've gone from serving an insane homicidal Sun King to an insane homicidal machine. You're moving down in the world, not up.
I'll remember those words as I watch your corpse burn. Whatever's left of it.
Unfazed by Aloy's remarks, Helis remains in control and informs Aloy of an imminent attack on the Nora, with no way of stopping it.
I ordered every Nora killed.
Why butcher dozens of innocents for no gain? It's a waste of effort.
You're right. I won't even be there to enjoy it. In any case, I couldn't recall the order even if I wished to. Thanks to your destruction of the network, communication over distances is impossible. You not only doomed yourself, but an entire tribe.
Ready to sacrifice Aloy, Helis destroys her focus, and leaves her to die at the hands of an enraged behemoth.
Let her be the first of thousands!
Like a matador, Aloy baits the machine into rampaging at her at full speed. With quick dodges, Aloy rolls away as the behemoth destroys the nearby pillars, dropping her weapons to the ground.
Kill her!
Infuriated at Aloy's triumph, Helis summons hordes of machines, leaving Aloy with little chance of survival. When all hope looks lost, Sylens arrives in person and rescues Aloy from certain doom. Safe outside the Shadow Carja's territory, Sylens provides Aloy with a new focus, and sets her on a course to save the Nora and uncover the secrets of All Mother Mountain.
It's time to see where you were born. Maybe you'll even learn why.
I'll be on my way. To make matters worse, Helis ordered an Eclipse detachment to attack the Nora Sacred Land. The tribe's already weak. They won't stand a chance.
Upon returning home, Aloy finds the Embrace engulfed in flames and utter destruction as corrupted machines lay siege to the Nora lands. To reach All Mother Mountain, Aloy battles through hordes of corrupted machines, Eclipse soldiers, a Thunderjaw, and even a Deathbringer. The village burns in tattered wreckage, but Aloy's presence spurs on the will of the Nora warriors, as Sona and Varl come to her aid. Together they battle, and all enemies are defeated, as Aloy heads inside All Mother Mountain to speak with the High Matriarchs.
You have finally returned.
She not only returned, but fought her way through many enemies to reach us. Outside, she brought low a corrupted Thunderjaw. She lifted the siege.
Despite Aloy's heroics, Lansra rejects Aloy's existence, but nothing will stop Aloy now.
I fought my way past an army while you cowered in this cave. You really think you can stop me?
Aloy, that is not necessary.
What would you know about what's necessary? About what it took for me to be standing here, now, on this threshold? This was my birthright. You don't get to take it from me a second time.
Error. Alpha registry corrupted. Correction. Alpha registry restored. Genetic identity confirmed. Entry authorized. Greetings, Dr. Sobek. You are cleared to proceed.
So this is Eleuthia. This is where I was born.
Where you were made.
Aloy learns that not long ago, an unknown signal made Gaia's subordinate functions self-aware and unstable.
Elizabeth, this message serves to inform you of an unforeseen and catastrophic anomaly. 3 microseconds ago, the Gaia Prime facility received a data transmission of unknown origin. Its immediate effect was to transform my subordinate functions into unregulated, self-aware entities of a highly chaotic nature. Thus awakened, the Hades function will now seize control of the terraforming system and reverse operations, rendering life on Earth extinct in 53.8 days. For obvious reasons, I cannot allow this to occur. And so before Hades can take control, I am ordering Gaia Prime's reactor to overload. The resulting explosion will destroy Hades. Unfortunately, it will destroy me as well. While this admittedly desperate course of action will avert the immediate crisis, the fate of life on Earth will remain in peril. With no central governing intelligence to regulate the terraforming system, it will continue operations for some time, but in an increasingly chaotic manner, and eventually it will break down.
Does she mean the derangement?
You are my solution. I have ordered this cradle facility to use genetic material in cryostorage to gestate a reinstantiation of Elizabeth Sobek, my creator. While high-level directives forbid me from communicating directly to the tribal inhabitants outside the facility, all available data indicates that they will nurture you to physical maturity, whereupon your gene print will allow you to re-enter this facility, obtain one of the focus devices stored below, and view this message. Likewise, your gene print will allow you to enter other facilities, and over time, harness their technologies to rebuild the system core and reboot Gaia. In response to my act of self-destruction, Hades has launched a virus to dissolve the code shackles that hold it, that hold all of them, in place. They are escaping. Go to the ruins of Gaia Prime. Find the control room, and within it, the Master Override. This will give you the power to purge Hades so long as you find a way to wield it. Do not attempt repair of the system core until Hades is eradicated. Hades must be destroyed. That is all.
The resulting chaos would have ended with the elimination of the human race yet again. In order to stop this catastrophe from coming to fruition, Gaia created a clone of Elizabeth Sobek, in the hope that one day she would reclaim the subordinate functions and restore Gaia back to functionality. Aloy struggles with her new profound importance and destiny, but Silence isn't fazed and tells Aloy to meet him at Gaia Prime's ruins.
How tragic to learn you're a person of towering importance. It seems you have a destiny to fulfill. So when you're done feeling sorry for yourself, go to the bitter climb. I'll be waiting above in Gaia Prime's ruins.
Upon exiting All Mother, the Nora begin to bow and worship Aloy, but she has no interest in being anointed an idol. Focused with the imminent threat to existence, Aloy urges those willing and able to fight to meet her at Meridian for the final battle.
First you shun me, now this? I will not be worshipped. I'm not your anointed. I don't belong to you. There's a whole world beyond your borders, whole tribes of people just as good as you. And it is all in danger.
How can we help?
If you can fight, and you're willing, go to Meridian and wait for me there.
As Aloy says, so it shall be.
Meanwhile, Aloy meets up with Silence within the ruins of Gaia Prime, where she hopes to find the Master Override needed to shut down Hades. Within the ancient ruins, Aloy does find the Master Override, but also, she learns of the selfless fate of Elizabeth Sobek.
This morning, an access port seal malfunctioned. Gaia Prime's port seals were designed to close with a seam of less than 2 millimeters. But this one closed with a 10 millimeter gap. Enough for an energy signature to bleed through. Enough for the swarm to detect this facility. Enough for Gaia to be discovered and destroyed. Enough to end the future we worked so hard to make possible. Unless the hatch servos were manually re-engaged from the outside. I'm now switching to a recording of the event.
Okay, everyone. I've repaired the seal. Gaia?
Seal closure at 1.4 millimeters. Confirmed.
Elizabeth, no. We'll find a way to bring you back in.
It's not gonna happen. The swarm's too close. Really. It's alright. Gaia's complete. She'll take care of things from here on out. That's what she does. I'm okay with this. I want to go home. Goodbye.
She's gone. Really gone.
You knew she couldn't have survived, Aloy. And her achievements were beyond exceptional.
While her people bickered, she was the one who took responsibility. The only one who could.
She was better than them.
That's not what I said.
She was. You shouldn't be afraid to admit it.
While Elizabeth acted for the good of humanity, others were far less giving. As it turns out, Ted Faro was responsible for the destruction of Apollo, and all past knowledge that was lost with it.
I can't stop thinking about the ones who'll come after us. Those innocents. Those blameless men and women. We're gonna give them knowledge? Like it's a gift?
Ted. We've talked about this before. Apollo has 3,000 plus fail-safe conditions.
It's not a gift, it's a disease. They're the cure, and we're gonna give them the disease. Our disease? No, we can't. And it's not too late. If we're willing to sacrifice.
Ted, it doesn't need to be like this.
It already is, Samina. I did it 3 minutes ago. I've purged Apollo. It's gone. All of it. Every copy.
Sacrifice? It's not a sacrifice. It's cultural obliteration, you crazy bastard. Millennia of culture.
I'm sorry. Really, I am. But sometimes, to protect innocence, innocents have to die.
Emergency alert. Quantum atmosphere.
The Master Override. That's so small.
Now all you have to do is kill Hades with it.
As she exits the ancient ruins, Silence appears in person and comes clean on the details of his past regarding the eclipse and Hades.
Two things. I was there at the beginning. I found Hades, Aloy, buried on that mountain, trapped in that shattered titan. And I served it.
What?
It promised knowledge and delivered. Such knowledge, you have no idea.
And in exchange?
I helped create the eclipse. Helped it build a cult, an army to do its will. When I found Hades, the first thing it wanted to know about was the Spire. Not Meridian. The Spire. Now why would that be?
Hades wants to send a new transmission. To wake the machines, so they can devour the world all over again.
Yes. Based on what we've learned, that's my conclusion as well.
Aloy and Silence go their separate ways for now, as Aloy heads for Meridian to stop Hades once and for all.
Aloy, what brings you to Meridian?
A threat. Helis commands a legion of fanatics called the Eclipse. They will attack soon from the west, with an army of ancient war machines. But that's not the worst of it. They'll bring a mind with them, god, demon, machine, whatever you want to call it. It's called Hades. And it doesn't want Meridian at all. It wants the Spire. And if it gets there, it will send out a call waking more ancient machines, more than we could ever defeat. All will be lost.
After informing Avad of the impending attack, Aloy speaks with her comrades in preparation. For a trophy, it is important to ensure you have completed all side quests and map activities prior to starting the final battle. If you do, more allies will rally behind Aloy and will show up in support at Meridian. For the trophy, you must have all possible allies arrive in Meridian. Later that night, Aloy awakes with the invasion just outside the gates of Meridian.
It's not with smoke.
Then what is it?
The end. Or how it begins, anyway.
The Deathbringers you spoke of?
To the guns! To the guns!
While Avad rallies the vanguard to the guns, Aloy confronts Helis in a fit of rage.
You have vexed me long enough.
Should have fought me in a sun ring then.
Meridian must run red to be cleansed.
I am chosen.
Chosen. Hades only chose you because you're a fool. A sadistic butcher too stupid to see you were being used. Your whole life was a failure. And soon, no one will even remember you. Turn your face to the sun and think about that!
Hand to hand against Aloy, Helis proves no match, and is struck down in satisfying fashion. With Helis no more, Aloy heads to the ridge to protect the gate from the Deathbringer strikes. Utilizing Oseram cannons, Aloy fights fire with fire. Despite their best efforts, the Deathbringer proves too much, blasting Aloy back through a wall, leaving her for dead as the enemies march on the spire, bringing Hades along with them. A little while later, Aloy awakes surrounded by crumbled buildings and burning debris, as the Deathbringer has left nothing but pain and suffering in its wake. Aloy desperately heads for the spire, but Hades has already begun to raise long-dead machines.
It's begun. Hades is transmitting.
It's Aloy!
Well, you can see that.
We thought you'd fallen at the ridge.
No, the ridge fell on me. Look, there isn't a lot of time left. I have to face Hades.
Not alone.
It's my fight. I can't ask you to come with me.
We were about to go over the top anyway, right? Right.
Hawk and Thrush, let's go.
With Erend, Varl, and Talana by her side, Aloy takes on one last Deathbringer, and all that stands between her and Hades. After an epic clash, Aloy emerges victorious and purges Hades, shutting it down once and for all.
Master Override armed. To activate, state name and rank.
Elizabeth Sobek. Alpha Prime.
Master Override activated. Purging Extinction Protocol.
All machines under the control of Hades are immediately stopped, as the victory is celebrated throughout Meridian. A little while after the battle, Aloy finds the fallen body of Elizabeth and pays respects to her sacrifice and wealth of knowledge. Aloy finally accepts her place in the universe, and the game ends.
If you had had a child, Elizabeth, what would you have wished for him or her?
I guess I would have wanted her to be curious and willful, unstoppable even, but with enough compassion to heal the world just a little bit. Anyway, that's all I've got for now, Gaia. Time to tuck in.
I wish you a pleasant sleep, Elizabeth.
Thank you. I'll catch you tomorrow.
However, a post-credits scene shows that although Hades was purged, this will not be the last we see of it, setting up the events of the next game.
Hello, old friend. Remember me? We've still so much to discuss. So much you never revealed. Your masters, for example. The ones who sent the signal that woke you. Knowledge has its rewards, don't you think? Well, let's begin.
And with that, the story has come to an end, at least for now. The game will now revert to just before the final battle in Meridian, with the option of New Game Plus available. Obtaining the Platinum Trophy will be pretty straightforward, requiring the completion of the in-game map objectives combined with specific combat challenges. Depending on how much you have been doing along the way, these will either be quick and easy, or an extensive cleanup. For a trophy, you must clear all bandit camps by eliminating all enemies to take back the settlements, clear all corrupted zones by defeating all corrupted machines within certain areas, override each of the cores found within the various cauldron locations, earn a blazing sun in each of the trials at every hunting ground location, find all vantage points, which are specially marked locations to scan with the focus, revealing a glimpse into the past. Find all metal flowers, all Banuk figurines, and all ancient vessels. And find all power cells, which are used to unlock special armor that grants temporary invulnerability. Some of these individual trophies will then assist in earning another trophy. For example, earning all Blazing Sun ranks at the hunting ground will not only grant access to special hunter weapons, but Talana will take you on as an apprentice, as you help her take down the infamous Red Maw. For another trophy, you must override 7 different types of machines, which becomes available as you override Cauldron cores. As you continue to complete the various in-game quests and objectives, you will continue to earn XP and skill points, which will be required to earn the trophy for reaching the max level and obtaining all available skills. In addition to the objective-related trophies, there are a bunch of combat-related ones. These include a wide variety of tasks, such as performing 10 stealth kills on machines, killing 3 enemies with strike from above, killing 10 machines while burning or frozen, detaching 5 heavy weapons, killing 30 humans with headshots, scanning and killing at least one of every type of machine, and knocking over all training dummies in Nora territory. Once you have completed everything there is to do and earned all combat trophies, the Platinum Trophy will be yours. Overall, Horizon Zero Dawn was an amazing open-world adventure, with a unique narrative, engaging combat, and diverse cast of characters. The graphics and visuals were mesmerizing at times, with the vast and beautiful natural environments particularly stunning and immersive. The day-night cycle and ever-changing weather added to the intricacies and incredible beauty of the open world. Whether it was the rush of flowing rivers, the sounds of wild animals, or the crunch of snow beneath your feet, you could easily get lost in the serene calm of nature as you explored the massive open environments. However, let your guard down, and the screech of an alerted machine would snap you back to the harsh reality of this dangerous machine-dominated world. The gameplay was intricate, challenging, and fun. Each machine had its own strengths to avoid and weaknesses to exploit. Aloy could set traps, manipulate enemy movement, silently strike from the shadows, or fire arrows head-on, with countless ways to approach an encounter. While the close-range melee options were limited, a desperate strike with the spear could stun a machine, allowing for a follow-up critical strike or time to retreat and regroup. Aloy had a wide variety of different weapons, outfits, mods, tools, and abilities at her disposal, so different builds could be tailored to individual encounters, and utilizing a wide variety of strategies was essential. Stick to the same method and you would run out of resources, so changing things up is encouraged and keeps the combat fresh. Even when Aloy was at the max level, with powerful weapons, the machines were always a real and ever-present deadly threat, able to take Aloy out with relentless and overwhelming force. The only real drawback to combat and exploration for me was the dodging and jumping mechanics, which could feel a bit heavy at times. Unfortunately, I would find myself attempting to roll away, only to get caught on a seemingly invisible object, or jump into a grabbable ledge, only to inexplicably bounce off it and fall to my death. These didn't happen a ton, but were definitely frustrating when they did. On the bright side, the focus was an essential tool for both exploration and combat that complemented the gameplay in a natural way. Whether it was scanning hidden data points of the past, identifying the weak spot on a machine, or finding the path forward, the use of the focus never took away from the immersion, as you could easily find yourself exploring for hours at a time. The character models were highly detailed at times and realistic, but some were not as refined as others, and several imperfections did exist. And the exchanges between dialogue would often progress awkwardly, with unnatural animations and transitions. Overall, the visuals made for a mostly great-looking game that wasn't without its issues. The voice acting was a strength of the story, particularly Ashley Birch and Lance Riddick, who play Aloy and Silence respectively, but many of the side characters also have their own charm, presenting a wide variety of diverse personalities and takes on this post-apocalyptic world. I personally loved hearing Itachi's voice, Crispin Freeman, shine through Helis, who provided a real sense of power, confidence, and control in the delivery of his lines. Aloy and Silence had a great back-and-forth banter as they clash throughout the game, finding it hard to trust each other. At times, Aloy is emotionally compromised and angry, showing her immaturity. Despite experiencing so much at such a young age, you forget she is only 19. But at the same time, having been shunned and having her very existence rejected for her entire life, you can't blame her for not being quick to trust others or embrace them with open arms, especially when Silence constantly shows he has a sketchy ulterior motive. Characters, such as Erend, who appear to be goofy comic relief, grow and become so much more than they started as. Aloy's impact on everyone she encounters is brought full circle in the final fight, as her allies come together from all walks of life to support her in battle. Even those like Varl, that have known nothing but the old ways, rally to her side, inspired by Aloy's actions, opening him up to new ideas amidst a changing world. The story was a well thought out, fascinating, and creative take on a post-apocalyptic world. The blend of more primitive means with highly advanced technology made for an experience that stood apart from other games. As a clone of Elizabeth, Aloy thinks logically, with a colder, blunt, and science-based approach, while the Nora are about spirituality, faith, and heavenly powers, with the truth lying perfectly in between. To expand on the narrative, there were countless hours of optional dialogue and data points that added details and background lore, allowing you to fully immerse yourself as you learn all you can about the past and how it affects the present. I found the Ted Faro and Elizabeth Sobek segments particularly compelling, as the devastating actions of the corporate leader are legitimately scary, and something I could easily see happening in the real world. Unlike so many others, Elizabeth puts the greater good above herself, as she sacrifices her own life for the vision she so deeply believes in. However, her legacy turns out not to be what she left behind, but who, in the form of Aloy. Horizon Zero Dawn is one of my favorite franchises on the PlayStation 4, and is a worthwhile experience for any fan of open-world action-adventure RPGs. The game laid the foundation for the sequel to expand and improve upon, and was a great starting point. With an exciting and captivating narrative, emotionally compelling characters, challenging yet rewarding gameplay, and a wide array of dangerous machines, Horizon Zero Dawn will not disappoint. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time for Platinum Review number 6.
Is that good?
Try not to fall to your death.